Protection of the unborn, school choice, religious liberty, reopening classrooms. They are all on the table coming Tuesday. The top White House domestic policy advisor discussed all those pressing issues today with White House correspondent Owen Jensen.
This election has consequences. All elections have consequences.
Brooke Rollins is President Donald Trump's domestic policy advisor. And on a very rainy day at the White House, she talked about President Trump's fight to protect unborn children.
On the issue of life, President Trump has been more pro-life, arguably, than any president before him. He has been just resolute in his dedication to protecting the dignity and the vulnerability of those who have yet to be born. And so we will continue that fight. Obviously, the other side doesn't believe the same that we do. And I think all of the great steps that have been made under the Life banner will obviously will go into retreat and maybe even back further than we've ever been before on the issue of life.
And on the issue of religious liberty.
Well, again, just like life, I think this president has been so convicted and passionate and led the way in terms of presidencies and White Houses and administrations on the fight for true religious liberty. And it really was a contrast, right? That the left and especially blue states, even today, are shutting down churches, shut down churches, wouldn't let people to worship in the way that our great founding fathers envisioned, in the way they thought best, in the way that they were personally convicted to do. But at the same time, there were thousands of people marching, burning down statues, lighting churches on fire, destroying small businesses that people had spent their lifetime building. And the president won't stand for that.
The pandemic reduced religious gatherings, and millions of students across the country remain at home.
And so it is time to get this country back to work. It is time to get these kids back in school. It is time to get these churches open everywhere.
The coronavirus pandemic has also renewed the debate about school choice.
85% of African American parents in this country believe in school choice, a similar number with Hispanics, a similar number with, basically all Americans. So this president from day one has said he's going to fight for school choice. He will continue to do so.
On health care, Brooke Rollins says the left has made it seem like people with pre-existing conditions are about to be left out in the rain.
This president has made, over 4 years, Obamacare better. We don't like it, but if we've got it, we're going to make it better. If the court strikes it down, and of course they're going to hear arguments in about 2 weeks, the decision comes next year during the summer. If it is struck down, we have $1.8 trillion set aside under the old Obamacare system over 10 years that we will use to ensure that people with pre-existing conditions not only had the care they had before, but they have it even better, again at a lower cost with more choices.
Brooke Rollins wholly expects President Trump to win Tuesday, but if not,
we'll be fighting for the good and righteous causes up until the very end.
At the White House, Owen Jensen, EWTN News Nightly.